Hi everyone, this is Mr. 3D Hero here, and welcome to today's latest video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about Iron Last Titan Standing, and my general thoughts and opinions on it, now that it is being released, and now that I've had a bit of fun time, some play time, I'm trying to understand the main core mechanics around this new game mode. So, this new game mode, Iron Last Titan Standing, is just your general Last Titan Standing game mode. Same objective, except for the fact that now you cannot eject from your Titan, and there is no batteries laid out anywhere on the maps. It is literally a full-on TDM match. Well, I say more of a full-on elimination match with Titans. And the moment you're killed, that's it. There's no, okay, you'll be able to eject and carry on playing as a pilot, or have a chance to jump out and support your buddies. There's no more. Once you're dead, you're dead. And you have to wait to the end of the round until you can then try and change your tactics, or generally, if it comes that bad, you just generally leave the game. And from my opinions, I'll say it's alright, but I prefer the LTS game mode. This game mode, Iron Last Titan Standing, is, I'll say it's alright, but it's so risky to play if you're not playing with a well coordinated team. In LTS you have a chance. You have a chance to always make a comeback in the game. LTS allows you to pick up batteries that are left on the ground. This gives you extra shields to protect your Titan. And if that doesn't work, you can always eject from your Titan. But from that point there, you can then go to your pilot mode, and then you start raining down hell onto other Titans, using your Archer, your MGL, your Charge Rifle, or your Thunderbolt. It gives you a second chance in this game, in that game mode. But for Iron Last Titan Standing, that's not the case. Now, if you go into it, either two things will happen. Either one, you'll have a teammate that will always rush ahead and get themselves killed too easily, thus putting you at major disadvantage. Or two, the enemy team, depending on some of the maps, the enemy team will always play Ion or North Star and take you out from long distances, doing enough damage to the point of where eventually you all group up together, then they come in and go in for the kill. And I had this happen to me multiple times, and this is simply because most of my teammates aren't watching their surroundings, or not thinking how to counter them. This is one of the main problems I find with playing with Iron Last Titan Standing. Most of my teammates don't think. If you're with a team that is got mics and they're well coordinated and they have specific roles with the Titans, everything will play fine. But if you're playing as a Tone, and you have a player that is using Ronin and another player using Ion, but they're not playing a role specific, it generally becomes an utter mess. And in most cases, I tend to find myself leaving most matches because either we lose a teammate because either they rage quit or they left, and then when we're left into a 4v5 situation, there's no way for us to make a comeback because it comes a bit too much. Or in most cases, most of our teammates don't watch each other's backs. And this is one of the main issues I have with this game mode. You have to have communication if you want to win. Think of this game mode like live fire. It's pretty simple to go off and kill other players quite easily at a really quick pace using your class ability. But if you don't have the correct kind of mindset, and your teammates don't have the correct mindset of how they want to protect a certain goal in a certain area, you will not win. This game mode, you cannot one-man it. Not like LTS. LTS you have a chance. LTS you can one-man it if you want. Iron Last Titan Standing though, you can't one-man it. You have to work as a team if you want to survive the main objective of the game mode. And I've seen it multiple times where either the teammates will all go into one specific area instead of focusing, spreading out their defenses properly. While they focus on one area, the left side, so let's say that will be the left flank, will be left open. Then basically a Tone or a Ronin player, usually it's mainly a Ronin player, will come in from behind. They come in, they start doing damage. Then they activate their core. Once they activate their core ability, they go in and start doing more damage to us. This puts us into a panic. By us being put into a panic, the other team, the enemy team basically, will come in and start doing more damage. This then basically puts you into a very difficult situation. As you get surrounded by the enemy team, there's no way for you to fight back. no way whatsoever. Your teammates can't fight back. And especially if you're in an open area, it basically puts you in more disadvantage, because even if you did try to get past the defensives, you'll be so low on health that the only way out now is through death. And then that basically gives the enemy team the full-on win. So how do you counter this? Well, the best way I learned of how to counter this is to make sure everybody knows how to maneuver around the maps. Make sure that each areas, or should I say each corners, so you have the left flank, your right flank and your middle center area, make sure these areas are completely covered. Make sure each teammates are communicating with each other. Even if it's public, make sure you can try and find ways to communicate with other public members and tell them, okay guys, I need you to protect the left flank or middle or right. Doing this will basically give you a more easier time with actually knowing where the enemy is coming at. If your teammate's getting hit in the middle by multiple targets, that basically means that the targets are all going to be in the middle section. This then basically allows you an opening to go in and either go in from the side or from behind and then swoop in for the kill. Another thing I also recommend is for you to support your Ronin players. The good thing about this game mode is the fact that Ronin actually kind of fits this role specifically very well. He is a hit and run Titan, but when he activates his sword ability, he becomes a dangerous hazard, because his sword ability, he'll come in, he'll do a ton of damage to you, and because you can't heal or such, or you can't really back out, it basically puts you into a difficult situation. Your teammates won't be able to come in and protect you. Because the ability allows you to do even more damage, this basically means that even if he does escape, or like the enemy player does escape, this basically means that you can just potentially go in and finish off that player, because they'll be so low in health. All you have to do is use a melee on them to execute them. So in this game mode, if you get a Ronin player, try your best and protect them. Make sure that if they do go on their own, make sure you're watching their backs. They do the most damage, because they're a hit and run Titan, but they're the type of Titan that are distractive at best. If you can protect them, of course you'll win. Another thing I've also noticed is that Legion, for some reason in this game mode, feels a bit, I say, powerful. Although you do have Northstar and Ion that play valuable roles as well, I find that playing Legion you do more damage. This might be because of the fact that its main primary weapon has a lot of ammo and it does a lot of damage over time. Especially if you use its I believe it's two power shots. Now by using that onto a Titan, that basically puts them into a situation where they can't fight back. Unless it's a Ion player. If it's an Ion player, then you may have to kind of rethink your tactics. If it's a Tone or a Northstar or even a Ronin player, you probably have a great chance of ruining their day. That's what I tend to find. But overall, I'll probably say that this game mode is debatable game mode. I enjoy it, but I only enjoy it if I'm playing with a group of friends or a group of people that have mics. If you're someone that doesn't have a mic, or if you're someone that wants to enjoy this game mode but can't, I highly recommend that you just play the normal LTS. That way there, you have a much higher chance of surviving 1v1 fights. In this game mode here, you cannot win 1v1 fights on your own. You have to rely on your teammates to support you, because even if it is a 1v1 fight, there's always going to be a Titan somewhere creeping and waiting for the chance to pounce on you when you're at your most vulnerable. So that is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then by all means leave a like, a comment and subscribe for more. If you didn't, then by all means leave a dislike. I'll understand and I know what to improve on in the nearby future. Thank you all for watching. I do hope to see you all again soon.